Like when you're wailing, when a baby cries, you take that motion, that activity that your body knows, and you're turning it into something lovely. So hey, real quick, I just want to welcome you to the Big Brain Singer channel, where singers and music lovers come together. I'm Charlie, and my goal is to share my knowledge of singing and love of music with as many people as possible. If you want to be the first to experience reactions just like this one, please join us on Twitch, links down below, Monday, Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you yourself are an aspiring singer and want a mini voice lesson from me, I hold a free and open vocal clinic every Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern as well. So make sure to join our community Discord server. Links are also down below. To join hundreds of music lovers like yourself and to stay updated on community events. I hope to see you there, and I hope you enjoy this reaction and analysis. Next up is more Ayreon. We love Ayreon here. I'm glad you guys showed me Ayreon. We're going to be listening to Ayreon, Valley of the Queens from Ayreon Universe. Live, I love it. So I just want to start off by saying, like, everything I know about Ayreon so far, my experience with Ayreon has been like techno, prog rock, like science fiction music, and now we're starting out with this lovely flute, like this folk sound, folk flute. I am excited to hear where this goes, because I know it's not what it's going to seem like at first. This is going to be Floor, Annika, and Marcella. 3 of the most fantastic voices I've heard in recent history. Love it. I love Annika's voice. Sure, I would love to sing in an Ayreon production. I've actually been working on my distortion. I was with Dorkney at the supermarket, and I was like, ah! So I've been working on it. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. Oh, Cosmic, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. All right, cool. And one of the reasons we do this channel is because we have lots of different people from different musical backgrounds and enjoyments, and we can learn a little bit more about each other's music and enjoy it more. Now I'm going to go back so we can hear these vocals again. I don't want to have interrupted them like this. But that's kind of what we're here for, Gladys. I'm glad you can learn to enjoy something different. You know, we'll learn from each other here. All right, let's get back to it. My journey's over. I'm standing on the land and close my eyes to this world of love. My will is broken. It's the end of all my dreams. My soul yearns for the valley of the Queen. The balance here, absolutely lovely. So what I love about Ayreon's compositions and the way he gets the singers he gets is that he pairs them up so flawlessly. So like Annika and Marcella come in at the beginning with this lovely duet, and it's pretty and it melds really well. And then Floor comes in with the beautiful richness of her voice, not overpowering. She's holding it back. She's blending with these 2 other artists, and we can hear how tightly these singers are collaborating together on stage. There's so much more happening inside their brains than it comes off, because to blend sounds like that, you have to let the other person's sound come through your body. You have to feel it. And because notice how none of them really stick out. You can hear their individual tones. There's just 3 of them, but none of them stick out. And just try to hear how those voices meld together. It is such a meditative, lovely, lovely form of production. Notice how they all accent the same phrase differently. This is strophic. It's simple music, but they all give their own little personality when they have the solo line, and then when they sing together, they take it back and they let whoever has that solo line take the lead. Really lovely. I want to listen to that little accent that Flora puts at the end. It's so much more than it sounds, but it's unique, and you know it's her when she's doing it.
Next time all my dreams all lay me down the valley of the grave.
One thing that Flora does that I love a lot, and pretty much all of her singing, is it's something my first voice teacher told me, is that singing is about combining like your body's natural responses with your performance. One of those natural responses being a yawn, right? That's the natural response to really lower the larynx, which all of these singers do beautifully. It's a very relaxed sound. That's how they're able to keep it so light and calm without any squeezing, without any tension, without any, like, you don't get power, quote unquote, with any of this, but you do get this relaxation feeling. The other part that Flora's doing so well, and I appreciate this in her line, is she's combining that natural instinct of a cry. When you're listening to her, it's almost, it sounds like she's crying. Obviously she's not, but she's taken the sound of a cry. Like when you're wailing, when a baby cries, you take that motion, that activity that your body knows, and you're turning it into something lovely. So, and you can hear that. That's what separates her a lot of the time from other singers. Musicality, guys. You're not just playing notes. You're a character. You're always telling a story. What is the character of this flute player? What is the role in the story? I'm curious.
My search has ended. My name is carved in stone on the temple wall yonder Cyrus hall. No holy sun rays will light my tomb of dreams. I won't return from the valley of the
That's an awesome song. That is really awesome. Guys, go buy Ayreon. Go buy all the stuff. Go buy the albums, go buy the CDs. Skeletons. I did notice the way that Annika looks at Floor. It's really awesome. Here's the thing about that though. There's a couple reasons why. First of all, you want to be engaged with the soloist when you're on stage with someone. It's always incredibly polite. If you see two people on stage that are doing like a duet or a trio or a quartet or whatever, singing together, and they're not looking at each other, some might take that as like being rude. It's kind of like a standoffish thing. You can tell, like, and also looking at each other helps you be engaged musically. But yeah, I mean, so the situation for me would be like if I went up and I sang with someone like Placido Domingo. You know, he's kind of been canceled recently in the opera world, and I don't want to comment on that. But if I went up and sang with him and he watched me and we did a duet and he looked at me while I was singing, like, that would be amazing. Like, that would put me under so much pressure. I would feel so happy, you know? And I can only imagine that that's something close to what she's feeling like. But she knows these people so well because they've lifted her up in her career. She's younger than them, and they put her they've put her up in a wonderful place. They set her up for so much. First and foremost, like, there's no egos in that performance, right? There are no egos in how that was done. There is only musicians supporting musicians for the sake of the music. And that was what was really lovely about that trio, right? Aida, we just listened to Ayreon, Valley of the Queens. So that's what we're wrapping up right now.
Wow, you're still here. If you did enjoy the video, I want to invite you to check out my Patreon page where I offer multiple tiers of perks for both aspiring singers as well as music lovers who want to take their listening skills to the next level. Also, I do need to say it, like 90% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. It really doesn't take much. Can you please just press the little button down there? If you made it this far, you probably fit in right with the rest of the people who are the big brain community. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.